The Deck Network. Build a deck. Bam! This is the Deck Network. I'm your host, Mike Danzolio, and we have Mr. Met right here.
What's going on,
man?
I'm the co-host, Matt Dalton, here at the Deck Network. Remember, it's all decks all the time.
I was at the International Builders Show, and some guy goes to me, "Hey, I'm up to my necks in decks."
That's a trademark here. That's a catchphrase from the Deck Network.
Okay, all right.
And Mike, I think you've been drinking some Bamboo. That's where he gets the BAM from for the Deck Network. We want to welcome them as a proud sponsor of the Deck Network.
I got that down in Costa Rica. It got kind of mangled in the suitcase coming back. I'm going back in a few weeks, so I'll get I'll try to get one and protect it a little bit.
You have to travel when you're studying decks around the world, and that's what we do here. International decks at the Deck Network. I never get invited, though. Maybe next time.
He gets invited, but this year, due to some sort of budgetary slash, he was unceremoniously cut.
Yes. There's something with my, my visa. Yeah, they canceled my credit card, that is.
Okay, so...
Big show today, right? What are we doing?
Big show, yeah. Really, actually good stuff. This is for Azek Decking for 2016.
Where does the time go, Mike? I mean, 2016 is here, and Azek has a whole new line of decks for you.
Azek and TimberTech are the same company.
What's that, CPG?
CPG Building Project, which is Compression Polymer Group, and they are based in Chicago. And they've had PVC decking for many, many years.
We know them. We know
yeah. And PVC decking, and they had the old reliable light gray and light brown for many, many years, and everything evolved from that. It was the standard composite decking and PVC decking. So new for 2016, and this is what it's. They're not calling it PVC decking anymore. It's like it's a capped polymer decking.
That's what the category is called?
Well, it's still going to be called PVC decking. I don't see how we're going to get away from that. But this is what Azek is calling it, and it's a breakthrough technology. It's called the Arbor Alloy technology, developed by our advanced polymer chemists. Is a proprietary alloy blend that provides improved performance characteristics such as outstanding weathering, protection, UV protection, and resistance to scratching, and the ability to hold color over time. Rigorously tested alloy armor technology allows us to confidently provide an, drumroll, industry best 30-year fade and stain warranty. Now that's
the money
the
shot
new one right there. And
sounds like they had some NASA scientists working on that stuff. Really impressive.
They got some of this technology from the automobile industry, because the automobile industry has had some experience making plastic not fade. On a dashboard of a car, that type of stuff. So they got some of the technology from there. So let's take a look at the stuff. The line has been revamped. We got a lot of new products and good stuff.
And what do we start with here?
Okay, this one is the brownstone. This was the original color that Azek came out with in, it may have been 04.
And what, this is the entry-level line here, or what are we looking at?
Well, that was the only one at the time. And then the slate gray. So brownstone and slate gray, these were the only game in town for a few years until the industry just exploded. So this is in the Harvest collection, and it's this one. It's getting kind of pricey, but because
what about price-wise, Mike? What are we looking at a linear foot here?
$385 a linear foot. Yeah, so
that's the Deck Network
kind of pricing. Yeah, it's kind of pricey, but
what if you buy in bulk or something like that?
Well, yeah, if you buy your deck and
if you're making a deck, go big with it. Because what's the point? You want to have a beautiful deck.
You can get some discounts on it.
Yeah, we'll talk to you about it.
This one is the Kona color. This color has been around a while. It very dark, and it's for a border color on these other decks. I think it's just in non-grooved.
Okay.
So on these Azek alloy armor decking, the polymer cap decking, the 30-year fade and stain warranty, this is what we have. 12, 16s, and 20s in grooved, and only 20s in non-grooved. So for years they just had non-groove boards, and you used the Cortex, and we've had plenty of shows with this. The Cortex, the camo tool, the hit fast gun.
I could actually use some of those tools, and I'm all thumbs.
I was showing somebody some of the old videos from 2012.
Well, we go back. The Deck Network, we've been around for a while.
You might want to go back and look at some of the old ones in 2012. How to do a deck. We were at Matt's house. We built him a deck.
We put a deck up.
Matt had his
I'll tell you
hard
what,
hat on.
I look like a real professional. The deck still looks beautiful, by the way. Years later.
Didn't we say that it was going to be Halloween? You were going to go as the village people of decking?
Yeah, pretty much.
Something
That's what
like
it was. You know, and this was pre-Bruce Jenner,
okay.
so I mean, come on.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a new color. It's called Autumn Chestnut. It's $3.99 a foot. It's still in the Harvest collection. So that's their less expensive ones. This one is new, and let's get the next one out because these two came out together. This is the Island Oak, and this one's going to be a huge seller right here. Both of these actually, they look great outside. It looks different in the lights here, but
the bright lights of our studio.
I look at so many deckings, I can tell when one's going to be a hit. These two are going to be
from
great.
Indoors.
Yes,
it'll translate
under $4 a foot, linear foot, and great stuff. It's gotten harder over time, so it dents and scratches, much more difficult. And
now let me ask you, Mike, in stock at the Deck Network? No maintenance deck?
I bought, I think, a full truckload of each color. And
as
of today's date, within the next few weeks, we'll have.
It'll be here, so you don't have to worry about that.
So we'll have that.
Take care of you.
So now we're up to, this is their Arbor collection. The Arbor collection, let's go on here. The Arbor collection has been around a while, and it had 4 or 5 colors in it. And they slowly been changing it to this new, the alloy armor cover on it. But you can't mix them with the older ones. So they
won't match up?
Yeah, they definitely won't match, even though they're really similar. So this one is Brazilian Walnut. This one took the place of the Walnut Grove Timber Tech. That was a great seller for many, many years, and they absorbed it from the Timber Tech side into the Azek side, and they discontinued some of them, but they kept this color. So this one is Brazilian Walnut, beautiful, but this stuff's kind of pricey.
What are we looking at?
$4.55 a linear foot.
You're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, I mean these are pricey,
but they look beautiful.
Okay, so what we have that. Oh, this one is Silver Oak. Silver Oak. This is a unique color in that it's a gray that has browns in it, and
people like silver gray decks, right?
It's polarizing. Either you love it or you hate it, just like Matt.
That's it. You're either hot or cold, but you're going to have an opinion on it, and that's why we love you. And if you're watching this by default, you're part of, I think, the Deck Network, right?
Okay. See, this is a great color. This is Kyle's favorite color, by the way.
Kyle's a great guy. He's a fan of the Deck Network.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get
this
Deck
one
Network
here,
bumper stickers, t-shirts.
This was a very unique color. They knew they had to get something really light. They came up with this deck. It may have been in, I don't know, 2014. I didn't really like it until I saw it outside in a larger deck. So that's why you have to go to a place that has at least a 5x5 area that you can see these decks in their natural setting, especially outside. When you're inside with fluorescent lights, it just doesn't look the same.
It's like you're going to make the decision on what deck color you're going to go with just based off of a plank this size indoors at a showroom.
That size, this is big. A lot of places just have those little 4-inch samples.
That's why we recommend working with the deck retailer. Go with someone that's all they do.
Okay, so this one is Hazelwood.
It looks good though.
It looks really nice on a light colored house. If they want to get something light, this is light. It's
you sell a little bit of it.
Yeah, we do sell some, but we don't stock it though. This one is the new Murado. In this line of the deckings, the Arbor collection, this Murado has been around for a few years, but the new cover, you can't mix them or you can't match them with the older products. You're going to be able to get some of these colors for a few years because a lot of the distributors still have some
of the older colors.
They're not going to match. It's the same color, but it's this one's the new one.
So if you put it right, that would be an interesting show to put the old one next to the new one and see what the color variation is.
I don't think we want to do that.
We probably wouldn't.
Okay, this is the new Acacia. Now people ask, well, why would you have the Brazilian walnut and the acacia? It's almost the same colors. The
Yeah,
bottom one,
why would
grab
they?
that one out of there.
Yeah, why
Because
would they do that?
the bottom one.
Whoopsie.
So what we're, and it makes perfect sense, is that in different parts of the country, some people used more of the TimberTech colors, and some people used more of the Azek colors. So the Arbor Collection Acacia is this one down here. Real nice. It has some actually like yellowish streaks in it, and that's because in an acacia tree, it has little yellow. So the detail is very good in these. This one is pretty much the same color. Yeah, it's a little different. It's very, very close. But that's why they make it, because they know that the colors that have been around for a while, the acacia, the old acacia, and the old walnut grove TimberTech, they had to have that one there. All right, so this one is called the Mountain Redwood, and this one takes the place of the Redland Rose. It's not as reddish, and it's pretty much like the old rustic bark. I think we sold more of the rustic bark than the Redland Rose because it had a little more brown in it.
Rustic bark has been featured in past Deck Network shows.
Yep.
Of course.
Rustic bark used to be a TimberTech XLM color.
That was our old workhorse years ago.
Yeah. Those were great in the old days. All right, so let's see what's next over there. Oh, that's it?
Yep, that's it. I think we're moving
on
to the...
Okay. Now we're going to go to the Vintage Collection. That was in the Arbor Collection. This is the Vintage Collection. It's the same price as the Arbor. So this one is, even though it's the,
what's the difference?
In their good, better, best scenario, it's you would think that the better would cost a little bit less than the best, but for some reason the pricing is like that, and we buy so much of this vintage. Now these are huge sellers. This came out in 2015. This one is the Dark Hickory. It's a darker gray. It looks great with the white railings. It's a very rich color. It's a fine looking product. It's we sell an awful lot of it. It's very surprising. It's expensive, but we sell an awful lot of it. Okay, now these are the two colors. Why don't you just bring them both up here, Matt? This is the cypress, and this one is the mahogany color. My good buddies at CPG Building Products,
good guys
they said,
and gals,
we want everyone to see this, so they gave me about an 800 square foot deck that's outside under the tiki bar.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and we'll interview Matt out there someday.
With this
beverage decking, people look at it and they're like, "What is this?" We'll get a
conversation
piece.
Yes.
They think it's wood. They said they've never seen composite decking or alternative decking, non-wood decking that's as beautiful as this. It looks like wood. I've had people come into my store and they'll shop around for all these types of things, and they'll come right out and say, "Well, I want ipe or mahogany," because they want it to look like wood, but they don't want to do the maintenance. So what do? So they get these products. They're shocked. They're saying, "I never thought we could see a plastic decking be this beautiful." So we sold an awful lot of that last year. That was even before they put this new warranty on it, but I'm sure that they'll it's the same product. They had that technology in that decking.
So it looks like real wood. The only difference, no maintenance, lasts longer, and it just looks better.
Yeah. If you're under a tree, you're going to get a lot more saps and different things spilling on it. Dirt is the only thing you got to keep it clean.
Northeast, we have to worry about a little salt spray if you're in the ocean or a busy road.
Yeah, but
other than that,
you're just going to clean them, and a good hard rain certainly cleans them also. Again, and those are $455 a linear foot also. We sell an awful lot of that. We can give some discounts based on quantity, all that type of stuff. But
that's from the Vintage Collection there at Azek. So, wow, great stuff today.
That's the real nice one there. Yeah, great new decking. They're always all the technology people over at CPG Building Products. They're always looking for new products and finding out ways to make it better. And it's, of course, hey,
same thing we do here at the Deck Network.
Well, we try, yeah. The new decking is very, very pretty. It's definitely more expensive than a capped composite decking, especially the value options. But if that's what you're looking for, this is going to give you the look of the wood without the maintenance on it. And great stuff. It's all grooved now. Great stuff. And so if you have any questions or comments, you can. How would we get a hold of you, Matt?
Matt at thedecknetwork.com. I am checking my emails
regularly.
Up to the minute. Even on my Apple phone watch here.
Biannually. All right. Or Mike at the decknetwork.com. I get a lot of emails. And we used to read a lot of them on the air, but we're trying to do it this year quicker, and we're not doing a very good job of it because once we get rambling on,
There's a lot to talk about.
It ends up 20 minutes. But that's it for today's show. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now.
We'll see you next time. That's all for now, folks.
Okay.
Throw something at the producer. Okay. Bye. Bye.